Am I seeing this correctly? Rust, Face Punch, they've brought in a minigun for Rust. I can't think of anything worse. I played Rust Console. I played it for nearly 3 years. I know what shit looks like. And this looks about as shit as it gets. So over on Twitter, Rust and Face Punch, they uploaded or tweeted saying, here's Shadowfrax's video with what's new in the Rust development. Shadowfrax is basically someone that just creates videos promoting and showcasing the new updates that are going to be coming to Rust on PC. So let's check out the minigun. I can't believe this.
Okay, so there are a minigun and military flamethrower coming too for NPC use, but possibly for player use as well. The minigun is on staging right now and should be happening next patch. As you can see, it comes with a separate ammo backpack component to it with 300 rounds. Not sure at the moment how this will be implemented, and it is all subject to change right now, so don't take anything here as final. To use one once equipped, you have to hold down the right mouse button to spin it up, and then hold left mouse to fire. It doesn't have any appreciable recoil right now, and it's very accurate at range, so I imagine that will all be changing and isn't implemented yet, so don't get flustered, please. But as I say, everything's up in the air and changeable, and hopefully it will also be subject to range. We shall see. Let me know what you think below.
You know what? I don't even play PC that much, and I do have PC Rust, and I hope to God that this doesn't come into the game how it is at the moment. No recoil, pretty much. How OP it is to even raid. Have you seen the videos people are making of shooting this minigun and shooting into bases, basically? Let's just head over to Reddit to see what people think of this. And we've got Daddy's Lot. Okay, I'm not saying that. Saying, why the fuck are you able to sprint with it? Surely you would have slow movement like you're wearing a heavy metal set. Now, again, everything like Shadowfrax said is subject to change. And I hope to God that you're not able to sprint with it. But the one thing that I haven't really seen many people complain or pick upon is how it looks. Rust has this unique way of looking when it comes to weapons that can be crafted, such as the water pipe, the double barrel shotgun. You know, they're unique looking weapons. This is just a standard minigun out of every other shooter that there is to play on. You could have made it look so cool. I mean, even looking at the comments within the Rust Twitter, 98% negative feedback, and you'll still add this shit. And then someone says, nobody asked for this. Rare Meme says, hoping this is an April Fool's joke. Survival game, they said, just turn it into COD already, since you clearly trying hard to attract as many new gamers as possible before announcing Rust 2. If you haven't already, I spoke to Jack Shepherd, who is very much within the Rust community. And he's made countless tweets, I think, on Twitter talking about how he feels Rust should go. And he obviously spoke and touched upon this within the podcast episode. It's like Rust takes a couple steps forward and then just does a whole leap backwards with their updates. Again, I'm not too fully involved with the Rust updates and how the game's state is at this moment in time, but just from the outside looking in, like, what the fuck is this? It seems as if the game is becoming less survival based, and I know Face Punch are trying to appeal to new gamers and ones that might play Fortnite. It seems like they're just changing their game to fit a new audience, and that new audience being a Battle Royale audience. You have Warzone, you have Fortnite, you have PUBG, there's many Battle Royale games out there, and it feels as if Face Punch is trying to appeal to that, which in itself is a completely different demographic of players, because Battle Royale games are fast paced and you get a lot of hits, like dopamine hits, etc., and you go back into the next game if you die. Whereas with Rust, if you die, you're dead. Like, you're gonna have to start all over again, whether you've lost loot, whether you've gained loot. There's a whole new factor of risk when playing a survival based game like Rust, and for some odd reason it seems like, just from the outside looking in, they are killing it with unnecessary updates that they're making. Another one I saw recently was the metal detector. What the fuck is that about? And I'm seeing loads of videos, again, I made a video on this as well, of people cheating. Do you know how easy it probably is to just find loot under the ground for, people that are cheating? A metal detector is just another gateway into just getting loot as easy as that. What would be cool is if it was a sort of thing that you would place on your base. So I guess you could stack it on like sandbags or something within your base to defend. Again, it just feels too OP. It's such an OP weapon. within every game basically. You've had it in Call of Duty Zombies, you've had it in Call of Duty, you've had it in loads of other shooter games. Submersed made a comment 4 days ago saying next on the development plan, perks like calling in wolves or AC-130 on your enemy's location, spellcasting, jetpacks, make a wish genie bottle, 1 per server shows on map. Grants whoever holds it 1 wish per day. Wishes include 100 rockets, 10,000 HQM, force all players to suicide at once and unlock the entire tech tree instantly. Pet system, but as a collaboration with Battle. Oh Jesus. Entire map converted to a safe zone. Rust is now PvE only. At this point, nothing would surprise me. It does seem like Rust is in that state where they are just adding fucking everything. I don't understand why, because Rust has such a die-hard fan base. They've grown up with the evolvement of what Rust is. It's not like there's a complete, you know, the new audience or the audience that they used to have is completely new to the game. They've been playing it for well over nearly a decade, and they know what good Rust looks like, and that was between like the time of 2016 to maybe 2020. But it just feels as if they're catering towards the new players that are not going to be sticking around like the old audiences, because these people don't play Rust like the Rust players play it. If you get my gist. They'll hit this game, they'll play it, they'll get raided and be like, I'm going on Fortnite, I'm going on Siege, and you know, they won't touch the game for another week. Whereas Rust players, they will play this game day in, day out, every single week, months on end and years. Which is why I'm kind of spellbounded how they're just trying to go for a new audience, which is fine, you're allowed to do that, especially as game developers. It's a business, you need to make money, but I feel as if there's got to be a better way they could go around it than what they're doing right now. But that's just a Rust console player's point of view. I can't really talk because of the state of Rust consoles in, Rust in general is just in the shit, let's be honest here. And the thing that is on the huge decline for Rust is that PvP games in general are kind of losing its spark because of hackers and cheaters. You know, all these devices people can play on, all these scripts people are using. PvE is going to probably become the new popular game over PvP games, but we'll see. What do you guys think about this? Again, if I've got anything wrong, be sure to leave a comment. It just seems as if this is an absolute waste of an update. I mean, Rust Console doesn't see many updates. We see probably like 1 monument update per 2 to 3 months. And when I'm on Twitter just scrolling, I see Rust having all these updates being added. I'm like, although they're getting loads of updates, they're not fucking good. Spark a conversation in the comment section. Join up the Discord if you haven't already. Leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video and want to see more. I don't know what to say anymore. Really. That's all for today, people. I'll see you in the next one.